Hey Shannon, this is Johnny Stewart. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Checking back in on that property on Kerry Taylor. Has anything changed since the last time we spoke?
It has not.
All right. Are they? I know I threw out the Subto offer. Are they just getting?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen if it just expires? What are they gonna do?
Not sure. Haven't had a discussion with them, but I know they're not interested in doing the subject to. They just want to unload the property. So we have a couple different strategies that we're going to present to them, but right now they are just holding it. So
yeah.
they're holding their stance.
What kind of strategies are you guys thinking?
Either price reduction or if they want to do open houses and that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
we're just in that market right now.
All right, we're in the market for a great sub too. I'd love to give them some cash, so I'll call again in about 2 weeks if it's still listed and see if they've changed their mind by then.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sir.
Also, too, when you try to do the price reduction, let them know like, hey, we got some good sub 2 offers on the table that are there. I know you guys don't want to do that, but I got somebody who's serious. So like I said, I'll call in 2 weeks and see where you're at.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you the best of luck. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Hello.
Hey, is this Karen?
Yes.
Hey, Karen, this is Johnny Stewart. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was calling about that property on Lee Place. Is that still active?
Where are you in Massachusetts?
I was born in Massachusetts. I'm actually in Tennessee.
Oh, I said that number. I thought it was a family member.
Are you from up there?
Yeah, I grew up in Brockton.
Okay. My family's from New Bedford, so we're not too far.
Oh, okay. I got lots of peers, the Barrows, Virgos, Reed.
Yeah.
A lot of families out there in New Bedford.
That's awesome. I kind of hear it in your voice now that you're saying it.
Yeah.
That's
Boston
awesome.
all the way, honey.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, my client is probably going to take it off the market.
What are they planning on doing?
Being a headache.
Are they just gonna rent it out or what?
He's like a brother to me. Oh, I gotta grab this car. Yeah.
All right,
And
well,
he just decided he didn't want to sell it right now, but he's gonna put it back on later.
all right. Well, you grab this call and I'm gonna call you back because I have a creative offer for you. All right.
All right. Thank you, and talk to you soon. Bye. Hello.
Hello, is this Miss Charlene?
This is she.
Hey, my name is Johnny Stewart. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Good, good. I was calling about that property on Old Forest Road. What's going on with it?
Old Forest?
Yeah. Is it still active?
Yes, it's currently still active. Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have offers on it or what?
We did have one. We had one, but she kind of went with another one, so she kind of backed out. So we had one when I first listed it. Yeah.
Okay. So what me and my partners do is we buy things creatively. So if I were to able to pay your commission in full, pay them the little bit of equity that they have in the property, and then take over their mortgage, would they be interested in something like that?
Take over their mortgage. Are you talking about what type of loan this is? I think I've done one before.
It's kind of it's a subject to transaction. It's not a type of loan or anything. That loan would actually stay in place, and then I would become responsible for making that payment each month.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, what is your name again?
My name is Johnny Stewart.
Johnny Stewart. Okay, let me run this with the seller. They may be interested in doing that.
Yeah.
And see, because I have the rundown. I think I've done that before. It's just been like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
So,
do you know how much they owe on the property?
They owe. That's a good question. I haven't looked at my notes on that one.
Okay.
I'm just doing my daughter's hair right now.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. I have like 4 listings, so I'm trying to remember that one. Yeah, I don't. I really don't.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Is this your number or this is my
Yep.
office number?
This is my cell phone number. I'm gonna text you my information, and if your seller, I know you have a lot going on right now, but I just got another question. Is your seller plan? What is your seller planning to do? Are they planning to move and get a new home, or what's their plan?
Yeah, they're just trying to, eliminate bills and make sure, their mortgage isn't as high as it is now or something.
Yeah.
They're looking for something smaller.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I can even help out with that transition. I want to create a win-win. I know there's not a lot of equity. They haven't been in this home too long, so it's hard in this market to get that price without them cutting a check. But like I said, I would come in, pay your commission in full, give them a check just to move out, and I would even help them apply for a new loan moving forward.
New loan. Okay. All right. Can I get back with you in the next few hours?
Yep, I'll send you my information, and I look forward to talking with you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Bye.
This is Johnny.
Hi, this is Janaea Kennedy. I'm with England Volkers. I got a text from you regarding Memorial Walk.
How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Was it the one on Memorial Drive, right?
Well, I have 2 listings on Memorial. So what as the exact address?
Memorial Drive was the one I was calling about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a house or a townhouse?
This is a house. It's the
Okay.
4-bed, 5-bath house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been listed for a while. What's going on? Nobody's biting or what?
We haven't accepted any of the offers that we've received except for one, and they had a contingency to sell their home, and their home did not sell.
Okay.
And we're not taking any type of creative financing, owner financing, half paid, half cash now, finance the rest. We're not doing any of that, those kind of things.
Yeah, they have a mortgage on it, right? They haven't owned it long.
Correct.
Okay, so they're probably not going to walk away with too much cash, I'm imagining.
It depends on the offer she accepts.
Okay.
What
me and my partners do, you said you don't do anything creative, but you didn't say specifically what I was doing. So what I would do is I would come in, pay your commissions in full, take that home over subject to, as in I would be making payments towards that loan, and I would pay them their equity up front and for them to walk away. They haven't owned it long, so I'm not sure how much equity they have. I would have to see the mortgage statement, obviously. But if I were able to pay pay your commission and then take over their mortgage, is that something that they'd be willing to do?
I'm not sure if their loan is assumable or not.
Yeah, so with subject to transactions, I wouldn't be assuming that loan, right? That loan would just stay in place. The loan would remain in your seller's names, and I would be responsible for making that payment.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna go for that.
Why not?
She doesn't. She wants to be clear and free from the mortgage. No name, no subject to, no attachment. She wants to walk away free and clear.
Yeah, so I've done this many times. She wouldn't have any attachment other than her name being on it. I have paperwork in place that protects her. If aliens come and abduct me, she would never have to deal with this property ever again. It's just a way that people in this market are able to sell their homes without a lot of equity and without potentially writing a check to sell their home. So if you could run...
I think that this probably would work with someone else, but not this particular seller.
Okay.
And the amount of equity, I think you may be underestimating the amount of equity. So I completely understand what you're referring to, but this particular seller, it's not going to be the right fit or the right property for that structure.
Okay. Can you just do me a favor and run that by her?
I have already done all of these scenarios, and she's already told me I don't want to do any of that. I want to do a traditional sale and be done with it. So, but I can certainly do that, yes.
Yeah, so it's been on the market for 70 days. What happens if another 70 go by? Is she still going to be...
She'll just stay in it. It's not, she doesn't have to sell. She wants to sell. So she's not in a desperate situation.
Yeah.
She has multiple homes, and this is one that she's trying to liquidate if she can. It was set vacant for a long time, and she actually just moved in it just because.
Well,
So
then
that's what
this
I'm
then
saying.
this then
It's a different type of person
yeah,
that we're talking about.
yeah.
I have some other sellers that this situation may be appealing to them, but this particular one it's not going to be appealing to her. But again, I can run it by her.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great. And if it's still on the market at the 90-day mark, I'll give you a call. And I don't want to bother you, but if you could set up a Zoom call with me and the seller, with you, just so I can talk to her, because it sounds like she doesn't want this home, she doesn't need it. She has multiple other homes. This would probably be the best situation to get some cash in her pocket versus just an outright sale.
So would you write her a check for $300,000 because that's what she wants to walk away with on top of the commission?
Absolutely.
Okay, well then she would do it if she had a check for $300,000.
So why why does me writing a check for $300,000 all of a sudden change the picture? Because 2 seconds ago you said she would never do something like that. Now all of a sudden, oh yeah, she would do it.
For $300,000, she would.
Okay, so is her mortgage $590,000?
No,
Is it above or below that?
above that.
Okay, so how much is it?
Let's see on this one. Hold on 1 second. We just ran the numbers.
No, you're good.
This is the house. Okay.
Are all of her houses in Atlanta, or she's all around?
All around.
That's what's up.
Hold on. It is just over 600.
Okay, so she'd want to walk away, essentially selling her house for $900,000.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your commission on this?
I would take 3% if I was just working with just one person.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
6%, but I would only do it for 3. So 610 plus the 300, so 910 is what she would want in this situation.
Perfect. So are we gonna set up a Zoom call so I can sit down and talk with her, or what? Because now it's different now that we've agreed to a number, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the situation isn't just we got a number, let me submit an offer and let's go. I'm dealing with a seller's mortgage. That seller would definitely want to talk to me, put a face to a name, and have a conversation. So can you set that up?
Sure. Let me. I'm waiting for her to call me back. Once I speak with her, I'll let you.
All right, I'll send you a text with my information and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. Perfect timing, Ashley.
Hey, hang on a second. Alright. Everybody here?
Yes.
Johnny? Ron?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Okay, so just to clarify, Johnny, you were telling Ron that there is now room for an assignment so that he could go get an assignment fee for himself, right? Not because you wanted an assignment.
So, time out. let's back up. So, Ron,
Yeah, please.
are you trying to wholesale this property or are you trying to buy it? Because you came to me like you guys were trying to buy it.
So he wants to wholesale it.
Okay.
I told him I would take it and sell it on a wrap.
Okay, here's my thing. I don't want to play around with this seller anymore. All right. So if you guys want to go try to find a buyer, then have at it. But next time when you're dealing with another wholesaler, present yourself as a wholesaler, not a buyer. Because now I have this guy thinking that you guys are interested in purchasing his home. And that's not the case. You guys are looking for somebody in that market to buy, which Troy is a very, very tough area to find a buyer. Selling it on a wrap makes sense. I'm all with you, Ashley. I'm just saying, present that differently next time. So hold on.
We did.
Actually, hold on. I'm not done yet. So I told Ron that us backing out and you guys trying to get the loan modified, I didn't think that they were wholesaling it. So I wasn't even contemplating their wholesale fee. I was thinking mine, bringing you guys the deal, I would like something from that. But I also told Ron, I'm like, hey, if this is the case, then we'll just back out completely and you already got the information, you guys can go. And Ron said, well, I want to give you something for your work. And I said, okay, that sounds good. So I'm not sure where the miscommunication came, but this was where I was under the impression.
Okay, well, when I spoke to you, Johnny, that was not the impression you gave me. I was very transparent about getting the property and selling it on a wrap. You said, go for it, take it, it's yours.
Ashley, are you talking about when I was in the car and we were having the conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I talked to Ron initially and his partner. They were under the impression that you had made contact with the seller and that you just didn't know any buyers in the Troy area, so there wasn't really anything you could do with it, so you tossed it off to these guys. That was their impression. Now, these guys have never closed a deal before, so what they're transparent about or not transparent about, they don't even know about selling it on the wrap. That was my suggestion.
Let's do this. I'm going to call the seller. I'm going to tell the seller that my hands are off, and you guys do whatever you want to do with the property and with the seller.
Okay, I thought that's where we were.
Hey Johnny, I apologize. I'm really new, so maybe I'm not real clear.
Oh no, you're good, Ron. You're good. There's just been a lack of communication throughout this whole thing. We have a solid solution now, so let's just move forward.
Okay. I'm sorry, man, if I...
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Don't apologize. You are all good. So
Yeah, I'm just confused because I thought that's what we were doing the whole time.
That's not what I thought. I thought you guys were purchasing the property and then selling it on a wrap. That's what I thought. I didn't think that Ron and Kyle were wholesaling the property. I thought they were buying it.
No, they're not. They came to me because they didn't know what to do.
Are they?
And I said,
Ron, are you planning to close on this property or wholesale it?
Johnny, I'm trying to answer that, but you won't let me answer it. So they didn't know what to do. They came to me for guidance. I looked at the property. I said, you need to sell it on a wrap. No investor is going to buy this property and fix it up and do any of those things. It's not going to happen. It's a small area. Your best bet is to sell it on a wrap. And they said, well, we're okay with you selling it on a wrap if you think that there is something there you could sell it on a wrap for. And then they just wanted to collect off the down payment, and they were happy for me to keep moving forward with it on a wrap.
So are they closing on the property and then selling it on a wrap before foreclosure, or are they wholesaling it before then? That's my question.
Well, I've already answered that. We're selling it on a wrap before it forecloses.
Okay, so that's that. So you're wholesaling the deal, correct?
No, I'm selling it on a wrap.
Okay, maybe I'm missing something. All right.
You must
So
be.
if you're selling it on a wrap, right? Are you not essentially wholesaling the deal? Because you're not closing on it, correct? You're not closing on it yourself. You're finding somebody else to close on it.
Yes, but
So you're essentially
I'm
wholesale.
maintaining the interest in the property. I'm going to continue collecting on the property in perpetuity of this buyer buying it, because it's going to go to an end buyer who's going to put a down payment. I'm not closing on the property and then
Okay.
turning around and selling it on a wrap. I'm just doing
Thank
it all
you.
in one
Thank you.
transaction.
Thank you. You're not planning to close on it. You're planning to wholesale it.
Well, wholesale it gets a fee and then they're forever gone.
No,
they don't
you
just
can-
continue to.
You can wholesale a wrap. You're the wrap. You have it. You have it going. They're gonna be paying you, and
Okay,
you.
so then I'll double close on it. I will buy it subject to the existing mortgage, close on it, and then I'll sell it on a wrap.
Okay. You guys.
I mean, it's all
You
semantics
guys
at that
have
point, but-
have a wonderful day.
All right, thanks, Johnny.
Bye.
Hey, thanks a lot, man.
No problem. I'm gonna post that. And guys, if I'm wrong, please tell me. Get in the comments and tell me I'm wrong, because I want to learn too. But in that situation, are you guys gonna close on the property? Are you gonna close on it yourself? Or are you gonna wholesale? When I'm thinking of wholesale, I'm thinking you're not closing, you're bringing somebody in. When I say wholesale, I mean you're not physically closing on it, you're bringing somebody in to close on it. So however that gets negotiated, however that is, that falls into the category of wholesaling, in my opinion. Now, I could be completely wrong, so let me know. But when you sell on a wrap or you do anything, if you are not closing on the property, you're wholesaling it. You go in the bucket of wholesale. Again, I could be completely wrong, so please let me know.
Hello?
Hey, is this Constance?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is Johnny Stewart. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Johnny?
I'm doing good. I was calling about that property on Mosby Road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's going on with it? Have you gotten any offers in?
We got one offer in, but it wasn't like, it was like a more like a creative financing type of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'd be at. I would pay your commission in full, take over that mortgage, and give your seller any equity that they have remaining. Is that not something that they'd be interested in, or what?
I'm gonna get some feedback from him today about the other one.
Okay.
But if you wanted to send something over, you could.
Did they throw out numbers or what?
Well, actually, he really needs all his money because he's relocating. So
Yeah, no, for sure.
he
I'm
put down a huge down payment, to get the house when he did get it. So
yeah. What how much does he owe on the mortgage?
I'm not exactly sure, but I know we at the price that we are at, there's not much left over because the commissions have to come out as well.
Yeah.
And he hasn't resided there very long. I think he moved there in January 2021.
Okay. Yeah.
So he really hasn't been paying toward the principals. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And
So
he's only moving because he is relocating with job wise out of state. So he's just leaving. So
yeah, that's a perfect for what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I would pay your commission in full, so that would come out of me, and then there's probably not much based off of what you're saying left over. I would give him, maybe let's say $5,000 just to let me take over his mortgage. If he sold it traditionally with cash, he probably wouldn't walk away with anything, and he would have to pay your commission as well. So this.
No, he's gonna need more out of that because he need to have that loan paid off because he got to get another house.
Yeah, so I love this objection. This is my favorite one. I've actually helped many people. I've done this and then helped them get a loan right after. So it actually wouldn't be a problem with him getting a loan. It would just be a simple phone call of saying, hey, he's no longer responsible for this loan. Here's the paperwork of it transferring, and take that off his debt to income. And every lender will do that.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're talking about like loan is assuming his loan, current loan.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be assuming because that loan would stay in his name, right? But what we do is we use a servicing company that shows like, hey, he's no longer responsible for this debt. So that'll come off his debt to income.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lender will give him a new loan.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let me send you my information. You can send me over, present whatever you want to present.
Yeah.
And on an email form like that.
Yeah. What would you like? What would you guys like to see? Because I know I've dealt with this a lot of times. A lot of times I type up an email, and then you and the seller have a bunch of questions. I would rather just at any point in time jump on a Zoom call with you guys and address each question you have head on, and then we can move forward like that.
No, we're not going to do it like that. You can put something in writing. We'll review it, and then we'll let you know.
Okay.
If it's something we want to do.
Yeah.
Well, so I will fax you my email address. And right now I'm kind of like rushing because I'm here meeting a contractor at another house, and he's waiting on me to come.
Yeah. So what would you guys like to see in that email?
Just whatever you're proposing.
Okay. All right. Constance, thank you so much. Send me over your email address and I'll get that to you at some point today.
Okay, sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is Johnny.
Hey Johnny, Steven Monster with Remax. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Sorry I missed you.
Oh, no, you're good. I was calling about that property on Court Ave. What's going on with it?
Nothing. I mean, it's a good looking property. It's an Airbnb, and
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty immaculate on the inside.
Yeah.
My guy's motivated, and at the right price, he'll throw in some furniture. It's fully furnished.
Yeah, I was about to say, is the furniture staying? I know it's an Airbnb.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, but I mean, if you want to work something into the offer, I mean, if it's like a full price offer, I think you'd consider leaving some, if not most of the furniture.
Yeah.
But it really depends on the offer. I mean, if not, we're going to probably just have an estate sale and sell it before closing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's all less than a year old furniture.
Ah, okay. How long has he had this as an Airbnb?
Probably not even a year. I mean, maybe a year.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
he bought this one and 3 others, and was just kind of breaking even on them, and decided to sell them.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. So he has a mortgage on it, right? That started about a year ago.
Yep.
Okay. Would he be interested in doing something creative? Like if I came in and paid your commission in full and took over his existing loan and just paid him whatever equity and for the furniture, would that be something that he'd be even considering?
I would say just put it in writing and all the terms, and I can run it by him.
Okay. All right. So I mean, I don't want to waste your time or mine. He's gonna have.
Are you a real estate agent or just a buyer?
Yeah, just a buyer. I'm not an agent.
Okay.
I'm not licensed.
Gotcha.
But I will put it in. I have an email template, but I know you guys are gonna have a lot of questions. I would love if he's interested at all. I would love to jump on a Zoom with you guys, just so you guys can put a face to a name, and I can go over everything that you guys are gonna have to ask.
Gotcha.
How do you know how much his existing mortgage is right now?
I do not know. No.
Okay, I'm assuming there's not a huge amount of equity in the property.
Yeah, I mean, he got a conventional loan and put down 20%.
Okay, so at least 20%.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why not traditional financing?
So his mortgage rate he got it a year ago is probably better than a rate that I could get now, right?
Oh, gotcha.
And also,
you want to assume the mortgage?
not even assuming, because with subject to, you're not assuming. The mortgage is staying in your seller's name, and I'm just becoming responsible for making that payment. I like to do this way of investing because it allows me to get into multiple different homes at simultaneously, right? If I had to go through a traditional bank, I would have to wait 90 days for it to get approved. I can just move a lot quicker by doing transactions like this. So,
okay. How much do you want to put down?
I mean, I would have to see how much is left on that loan and see how much he has, and then I'm willing to pay him his equity. All right. So if he's at if right now he sold it for $360, I mean, he wouldn't walk away after paying you and his side of the closing costs and everything. So I would come in, give him a chunk, pay you, and pay all the closing costs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotcha.
So it kind of creates a win-win for both sides.
Okay. Yeah, just put it in writing, and I'll text you with my email address. Just email it over to me, okay?
Yep. Send me over your email, and what I'll put in writing isn't the exact numbers because again, I haven't seen a mortgage statement, so I don't know what to work with. But I'll include how I'll pay his equity and pay you and the closing costs.
Okay. The only thing that I think would hold this up is him wanting to get this off his books so he can free up some purchasing power.
Yeah. No.
Instead of being tied to a mortgage. So
yeah.
Let me see your terms first, and then let me present it to him and see where he is. Okay.
Yeah, and let me throw this out there too, just because he's probably gonna have that same question you are. There's a way around that. Again, I've done transactions like this many times. It's just a simple call to his new lender and let him know, like, hey, here's the paperwork showing that he's no longer responsible for this debt. So just take it off his debt to income ratio, and 97% of lenders will.
Okay. I'm texting you my email address now. Okay, you should have my email address. Just send that over and just shoot me a text when you do. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one.
All right, you as well. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
This is Bill.
Hey, Bill, this is Johnny Stewart. How are you?
Hey, Johnny, how are you?
I'm doing good. I was calling about that property on Eli Street. What's going on with it?
Looks like I'm gonna close it here next week.
Ah, okay. You already got an offer in?
No, I got a contract. I just did with investors. You never know what they're gonna do, so they'll back out last minute. So I don't ever take it off the market.
I hear
got
that.
2 or 3.
I hear that.
Hey, it is what it is. I've been doing this for 3 decades.
Exactly. You know the game by now.
Yeah, I forgot more than some of the investors even know. But I do have two of them that I have put on the market.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like 90% complete. Text me your information and your email, and I'll send it to this number, and I'll send you the information on the one I'm getting ready to put on the market.
Perfect. That sounds good, my man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You go south of Quince,
Yeah.
people kind of, they don't, those aren't as great. And some of the houses around it, they're just not as nice. So we've got some things against us, not necessarily location, but like there are renters around this house. And so, they're not keeping up their houses the way that this one is. But I mean, I've born and raised in Colonial Acres, this neighborhood, and this is the first in-ground pool I've seen in Colonial Acres too.
Really? Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, they just don't exist. I mean, they truly don't. So,
yeah. Okay. How long have they owned this?
They did not buy it with me. I want to say it was 2019.
Okay, so not
2020, sometime during 2020 maybe. COVID.
Okay.
The COVID blur when everybody was gone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let me throw this out there to you. If I come in and just pay your commissions in full and pay whatever equity that your sellers are looking for, would they be comfortable leaving their mortgage in place, and I would just become responsible for making those payments, like a subject to transaction?
So they can't. So they have to sell in order to purchase. They're going to go to Oxford, and so they can't do that.
So before you throw out the can at me, I've dealt with properties like this and owners who needed to get approved for financing right after. And that's no problem doing a subject to transaction. It's just one phone call with their new underwriter. Let them know, like, hey, here's all the paperwork from this transaction. They're no longer responsible for this mortgage. They'll typically 97% of the time take it off the debt to income ratio. So I don't want that to be the sole reason why they get turned off from a transaction like this.
Well, and what's interesting is I'm actually I'm on vacation with their lender. Our families are friends.
Awesome.
We're family friends,
awesome.
And so our families are together right now. And so he is at a conference with Crylight down here in Destin. I'm not
awesome.
with Crylight, but I'll be meeting up with him a little bit later. Can you text me your info? And you don't have to write a whole paragraph, but kind of like what you're looking to do. But he is their lender for where they're buying, and so I can go straight to the source. He's
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if he's ever done a transaction like that before, and if he hasn't,
he may have. I mean, he's the vice president of community mortgage, so it's
that's awesome.
Pretty big down here. So I can definitely ask him, and then we can go from there.
Awesome. Do you just want me to send an email basically with Subto, basically what it is, and I feel like that's kind of the best way. And then if it makes sense to you, I would love to hop on a Zoom with you and your seller just so you guys can put a name to a face and we can go from there.
Yeah. We'll see. Totally. So it's your first name.
I'm gonna text you my information. Could you just respond back with that?
I'll text it back. Yeah, sure.
Awesome. That sounds good. Thank you so much, Leah. I really appreciate it. All right.
Bye-bye. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, Stacy. How are you?
This is Rebecca.
Excuse me?
This is Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Could you give me Donnie Morrow's phone number, please?
I'm sorry. I can't give out his phone number, but if I can get your name and number, I can give information to him and have him give you a call.
You know his information, I can just Google it and get it, right?
I'm sorry?
His phone number is like public information. Can you not give that to me?
No, sir, I can't.
Okay, Donnie. Well, you guys are the first ones that I've ever talked to who cannot. So, yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Johnny, what's up, man?
Nah, nothing much. I was calling about that property on Heather Drive, man. What's going on with it?
The property on Heather Drive, well,
6
we'd like
4.
to sell it. We remodeled it.
Is that yours?
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, okay. Did you
I'm
buy?
a realtor in Florida, and we actually got relocated here because of my son had leukemia, so we came up, got accepted.
I'm sorry about that.
And we got this house, and it was a terrible idea, but we did it. Got the house, and then like, hey, let's just go ahead and remodel it and put all kind of other stress on our lives. So now that he's kind of slowed down, he's got about, he's got a little bit longer going to the hospital, but it's a lot less stressful now, so we don't have to go every single day.
Good, awesome.
So we wanted to move further out in the country.
Awesome.
So we're selling this one.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you guys, and I wish your son and your family nothing but the best.
Thank you.
Yeah. So with this one, when did you buy this one?
About 2 years ago.
And then you remodeled it. Did you remodel it with hard money, or did you use your own cash?
My own cash.
Yeah. Okay. How much do you own this property, if you don't mind me asking?
Are you looking to do a Subto loan?
I am.
I'm talking to one company about it, but you can definitely put in an offer because I haven't said I was going or not going. I am familiar quite a bit with Subto loans.
Okay, awesome.
Done a lot of research from some other listings that I have.
Okay, awesome.
But so the offer I have on the table right now is $675. It's with a company that I've worked with before on another property I had listed on mine.
Yeah.
$675, and they were gonna pay off the current mortgage of like $460, I think, and then get put 35. I don't have it in front of me. Put 35,000 in my pocket, and then get a loan on the remainder with a 30-year amortized, which was, I think, a loan for like 200 something, 275, something like that.
Would they?
So that shakes out.
So they're getting that from who are they getting that? Because that doesn't sound like a traditional Subto like I was getting at.
Yeah, that's not a Subto loan. That's just some.
Oh, that's just the offer that's on the table.
Yeah, the company that's doing it normally does Subto loans, and they were doing a Subto loan on a listing that I had back in Florida.
Ah, okay.
So
yeah, the reason why I was asking you how much you owe on that current loan, just so I know how much I can give you to walk away, because I would just leave that loan in place, take over that loan, and then pay you whatever equity you want. So if this offer is giving you $35K, I mean, how much? I mean, how much do you want? $40K?
I would love the whole 200 and however much it is between the asking, what I was asking for and what I want.
Oh, so you'd be doing like a seller finance for them, or they would outright find another lender for that $200K and just have them post a loan against the property.
I would be the lender.
Okay, yeah, you would just seller finance
homeowner
it.
financing on the equity.
Okay, that makes sense.
They would pay off the note, and then I'd do homeowner financing on the equity.
Why haven't you moved on that one yet? Are you just waiting to see if something better comes along, or what?
Well, I just gotta go over with my wife. My life is complete chaos right now.
Yeah, so it's just a timing thing for you. That makes sense.
And going through everything, something always comes up.
Yeah.
So we discussed it. We said, let's pray about it.
Yeah.
Let's reconvene in a week.
For sure.
And then decide if we want to do that.
For sure. I think that offer is pretty darn good that you got. So
I think that's too.
yeah, I will give you a call in about a week. That way you have some time to speak over with your wife. And if you end up going with that, I don't blame you, because that's a great offer. And then if not, I mean, let's reconvene at some point.
Okay, you got it, man. Thank you.
All right, I really appreciate it.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Hello?
Hey, is this Marilyn?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Marilyn, this is Johnny Stewart. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing good. I was calling about that property on Heritage. It's been listed for a minute. What's going on?
Call me back. I'm busy right now. If you can call me back maybe about another hour or two.
All right.